Yes, Sailor Pika, I concur. That Dragapult was a jerk. But on the plus side, I didn't take any injuries to my Pokemon, so that was nice. I did see your Gargananackle fall down. I saw the crystal break and stuff, so that was unfortunate. For everyone else who doesn't know what's going on, we just, Sailor Pika and I, just did a couple of the Dragapult Terra raids in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, just to basically get some treasures and rewards and stuff. One of them we couldn't quite take out in time, but the other one, piece of cake, bug type, we just burned right through that one. But that's for another whole series slash period of time, basically. Here we are in Pokemon Legends Arceus once again. Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. And, with this series, in the post-game, I've kind of come to the conclusion that we're going to do things in a certain way, because it takes quite a while, I'm noticing, to get the grit items we need to power up our Pokemon. Like, Pikachu's already good to go. All his stats are maxed out. We still need to work on more Grit Dust and Grit Gravel for Snoozer and Dorothy here. Excuse me. And I think what I'm going to start doing, instead of focusing on, like, every day focusing on Pokedex, side quest, I think that's it. I'm going to keep doing the mass outbreaks as they occur, because that's basically a way of doing shiny hunting as well, and see how much grit we can get from that. If there's ever a point when there is no mass outbreak, though, we'll start going and looking at certain side quests to do, and possibly adding more things to the Pokedex. So for right now, let's call everyone back and see what is looking like on the maps here. Yeah, the bug one was quite easy, the bug Dragapult. Oh, here we go. Massive mass outbreak. Here in the Placeville, Coronet Highlands. Let's go to the Summit Camp and see what's here. And instead of what I've been doing is just going to the shiny ones and battling that, what I'm going to do is, after I've run out of all the shiny things and maybe all the outbreaks that give berries, I'll take a look at what outbreaks might have higher level Pokemon or higher evolution Pokemon, because they might give better grit items, and I shouldn't just bypass them just because they don't have a sparkly symbol, right? Excuse me. Alright, let's see what Munchlax finds for us today. We've got Shiny Ghastly. I should say, call it Sparkly. Sparkly Ghastly, Berry Ghastly. Alright, we got a lot of ghosts to deal with as it is. So also what I'm going to do is be smart, and I'm going to customize Snoozer's movers to get proper super effectivity. Let's see what he can get. We've got Bulldoze, super effective on poison types, and there are no abilities in this game, so Levitate does not matter. We got Bite, Zen Headbutt. Oh, we got a lot. We got Crunch, high horsepower, only 95 accurate. 85 power, though. Tell you what, how about we get Crunch instead of Bite, and high horsepower over Thunder Punch. There we go. Now we can take out a bunch of ghosties. Get some cool grit. And if we can get some good grit items in addition to what we need for Snoozer, we can start powering up that Magikarp. All we need to do for the Magikarp is, of course, the HP and defense. And then once it eventually hits level 100, we can complete its side quest of the Path of Solitude. There's still some of those that are going to be interesting. I remember I tried one for the Wormadam, and you need a specific Wormadam. I think it's the Bug Steel type to be able to complete the request. And let's get everyone after me at one time. So that's the fun way to do this. Y'all ready? Let's go. So we got a whole bunch of ghosts to deal with. What has the most PP? Yeah, let's go Crunch. The sparkly ones, though, those usually indicate when a second horde will appear after you clear out the first ones. So that's kind of what I want to go for, because the second hordes can sometimes give you alphas, give you the evolved forms. If they go to give the evolved forms, that's great, because they might possibly give better grit items, like maybe Grit Gravel, or maybe a Grit Pebble, or Grit Rock, who knows. Because right now I see just a couple of Grit Dusts, which is still, worst case scenario, 10 of those can be built into a Grit Gravel. I really, now that I'm getting back into the mindset of this game, I'm loving the grinding of it. Ow, come on now. I want to see if it dropped anything. Run right through the poison gas stream. Ah, that's fine. You won't take any poison damage because you're fainting right now, Ghastly. Hello, Mick Bronze. Welcome to our Pokemon Legends Arceus stream tonight. We're going to be doing primarily, I was just saying to the rest of the viewers that I'm going to be starting to do a lot more of these outbreak encounters where more shinies could appear. So this is kind of doing more shiny hunting than I had been doing before. And also, it's going to help us get the items to power up Snoozer stats and all of my Pokemon stats a lot more quickly. Did I just unplug my... Oh, I unplugged my back heater thingy. Don't hurt me, Ghastly. I'm not paying attention. I think I'm good. Wait. Hang on. I'm good. Okay. Crisis averted, everybody. I live yet on. I yet live on. There we go. Oh, more grit. Oh, that's Chesto Berry. You fools. Ah, Snoozer. Excuse me. Now, I was thinking, too, if we get enough grit dust, like if we get 20 grit dust, I'll be able to max out, get all the stats up to, say, level 3. What is that doing? I should probably power him up along the way instead of just waiting until after we do one of these outbreaks. I think it makes more sense to make him stronger as we go. New horde. Oh, a bunch of Haunters. Let's go. Oh, we got all 4, I think, after us. Wish me luck, everybody. Not hypnosis. Mick Bronze, you found the anime so good you were talking about the other stream. You're going to rewatch it in Japanese. There's a question for folks. While I find it is often wouldn't call it controversial exactly, but it's very divisive. How do you prefer to watch anything foreign? Not just anime, but anything with a foreign language. Do you prefer when it's dubbed into English? Well, if you are an English speaker, I should say. But do you prefer if it's dubbed into your native language? Or do you prefer subtitles into your native language? Personally, I'm a dub kind of person because not that it's really that much of a distraction, but I find when there's subtitles, it does take my eye away from what's happening in the scene, and I kind of want to be able to see everything. So it only takes me a split second to look down and read the subtitle, but you might miss a little, maybe crucial detail in the background here or there, something like that. I kind of don't want to do that. No, Snoozer! See? While I was talking about dubs and subs, we just lost a Pokemon. Alright, Pikachu, you're all maxed out on stats. You can take these guys out. Get in there. Ruffle some feathers. I'll stand with Thunderbolt. Take him down. And look at this. We got grit stuff down here. We got... Oh, spoiled apricorns, you punks. Pikachu, no! We're getting some good dust at least. Pikachu, get him! Yeah, Pikachu! Zap that guy. What's he giving me? More grit. And no shiny. But first we gotta heal Snooza. Did I just unplug it again? My heater back! No? Yes? I don't know. Whatever. If I freeze to death, no big deal. Okay. Let's revive up Snoozer. Let's give him a maximum potion. And we'll get back into this outbreak once again. Come on, guys. Get mad at me. Let's go. There's only 3 is this time. Sailor Pika likes dub as well, but you don't mind subtitles. If subtitles is the only way to do it, it's, you know, obviously that's what I would have to go with, but given the option, I'm more into, like, I'd rather see the action than, or hear what, like, you know, see the action and hear what's being said rather than have to look away and read it. Not that I cannot multitask, but, I mean, I will say, I haven't actually seen the actual show, but I'm sure everyone has heard of the game called, or the show called Squid Game. That was very popular when it was, you know, coming out and stuff. I wasn't watching the actual show, but I was watching people's reactions to it, and they were subtitled, and it wasn't too bad to watch that with subtitles. But still, I guess standard preference, like, yeah, I'd rather hear the dialogue. Alright, Pokemon seem to be gone. I'm going to take this Caster Fern. Let's see. Snoozer does need another heal. I'm going to need to start making more of these items eventually. The anime is called Komi. Komi Can't Communicate. You saw it, you found it interesting. When you watched it, you just found it so good for no reason at all. You haven't watched anything like that before. Well, that's what's cool. Things can surprise you. You don't know what to expect sometimes from... I'll say, there was one show, it was a movie that I watched, and I think I've told this before, but I was sick with the flu one year, and not for a full year, but could you imagine? But I was sick at one point with the flu, and so I was home from school, TV was on, I was in the living room on the couch, and the TV was across the room. So, at one point, a movie came on, romantic comedy called As Good As It Gets, and I'm like, I don't like these kind of shows. I wanted something more my style to relax to, where I was feeling sick. But the remote was a little bit too far away for me to get without, moving myself, feeling nauseous. So I was like, I'll just suffer through this, whatever. I won't pay attention that much. But despite the fact that it wasn't the style of show I usually watch, that was actually a pretty good movie. And I found myself really enjoying it. And I'm like, thank you, flu. I've now learned something that I didn't know before. Other movies than action and stuff can be good. I thought, sweet. I don't know if I've seen anything similar to it since. Because it's not like, romantic comedies are not generally what I go out of my way to look for. But I do now know. I don't need to immediately say, oh, it's probably not going to be good. Because, for all I know, it probably could be good. Sailor Pika did watch Squid Game with subtitles. Yeah, again, I haven't seen, I've seen enough through people's reactions to know what the plot of it was. And it is definitely an interesting premise. Excuse me. Yeah, let's take this Ghastly down. This should have a second horde appearing as well once we take out the first group. Can you guys drop some grit gravels? I'm not even looking at the fight, I'm just looking... I just like doing this now, looking at all the items. You got nothing! Oh no, more Gastlies. Everyone get mad at me. I think that's good. Get in there. Alright. It's always such a nice feeling when you watch something new and you just find it so good. That is right, because, again, in my situation, I wouldn't have expected that movie to have comforted me, I guess, kept me company throughout feeling sick all day, but it did its job well. Okay, where am I at here? I gotta go for high horsepowers. Excuse me. The Squid Game dub is a bit cheesy. I've seen some clips of it. Didn't notice anything particularly off about it, but I'll take your word for it. So I have no direct experience with that myself. Bulldoze. Get out of here, Ghastly. You gotta love no abilities in this, don't you? Although, it does hurt us in return, because if we want abilities, we ain't got them. They drop nothing for me? Snoozer, destroy this thing. Knock the gravel out of it, please. Give me something. You gave nothing! Alright then, let's, we're at 16 gravels. Once we hit 20, we can finally move forward with our plan to make Snoozer the strongest Snorlax in Hisui. Although, my female Snorlax will be here eventually too, and she'll get that same, what would you call it? The same commemorative title, I guess. What I was thinking of doing though is I'm gonna keep her held off until a later group to come in, because we're already featuring Snorlax as it is, so we don't need to feature Snorlax back to back. All right, taking on 4 Haunter at once. Can we do this? Just don't hypnosis me, because that makes me take more damage. High horsepower. Don't miss. Yeah! It's so annoying when you watch live action in a different language than the original and you see the mouth and voice not synced. You say that irritates you. I'm okay with that, personally. What I find funny now, of course, it's the exaggerated joke that people have done in the past where they try to say that, oh, for one word, there's 5 or 6 lip flaps, and it's like, that's pretty uncommon to see that, but there are times when you can tell they have to, like, basically fill up more time of the movement of the mouth. Kind of like what I do. I just throw a bunch of words out there to pass the time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Drop something. More dust. Yeah. You can't use a ghost move on my snoozer. I don't even know what you tried. I wasn't looking. Give me a gravel. Give it. That's dust. Oh well. Who thinks we'll find a shiny in today's stream? Get mad at me. There I go. I think we got it. Alright, I think these are the last 3 from this outbreak. I wonder if I should go after the gas that give berries. I'm going to check my agua berries. I think if I go below 50 for safety's sake, I'll probably go after... I'll try to build us back up to 50. Or no. Maybe if I go below 30, I'll keep going until I get above 50, and then we'll say we're good for a little while. It takes 5 agua berries. I'm itchy. 5 agua berries every time we get Munchlax's help. Get bulldoze! Hopefully I will find a shiny, says Sailor Pika. I've got so many in here. It's not so much for my sake, but I want you guys to see some, something cool. I think that's Grit Gravel. Ah! Snoozing. Pikachu, finish this thing off. Pikachu's always our backup. And I think what I'll do... So Pikachu is basically done in the Hisui region. He's maxed out his... Or he's gotten his Path of Solitude complete. And, he has his photo. So I think what I'm going to do... After we finish off a week's worth of Arceus, I'll send Pikachu back into home and bring in another Pokemon that needs their Hisuian experience, I guess. Just to keep things fresh and interesting, and see if I can see Pikachu's new ribbon in Pokemon Home, perhaps. They don't show the ribbons in the console version of Pokemon Home, but you do see them in the mobile app. So I wonder if it actually shows him having that ribbon. I need a little bit more dust, man. Okay, so what else is on our map here? Wrong button. We got Graveler down here, so that's evolved. I think that's our best bet next. So we're actually going to go heal first of all. Well, first what I'll do, I'll customize Snoozer's movers. Oops. Let's see what he can learn instead for a good attacks versus... change moves versus Graveler. So of course, Bulldoze and High Horsepower still work pretty good. Ice Punch would be good. Iron Head would be also good. I think those are good to go. Alright, we got him decked out for Graveler busting. Let's go heal up, get all our PP back. Just a little while. Shinies are pretty common, so you think you'll want to... You think I will if I want to find one. I'm not so much that I want to, but I just feel like it's almost inevitable that we will find one, at least during, maybe not during every stream, but maybe a week's worth of footage. Especially now that I'm doing more of these, I've planned for more of these outbreak huntings for getting our grit items and stuff. Alright, let's get off to these next Graveler. I was going to say Ghastly. Take me up. I love how you can just fluidly switch from one ride Pokemon to the next, too. It's so convenient. Up we go. Let's get these Doppel Bonnets. I just love being able to craft so many things, too. There's so much items to get. So much things to make. Here they are. Alright, everyone get mad at me. Looks like he's all on. Let's pull an Optimus Prime. I'll take you all on! Level 61, huh? That's interesting, isn't it? Bulldoze is still super effective, though. Ooh. Not down yet. Bulldoze I might call for a finisher move. Ow! Stealth Rocks. Nick Brunch says you can just send shinies to home via Pokemon Go and get the shinies in Pokemon Shield, for example. Yes, you can do that. Exactly. That's what's so cool about Pokemon Home, is that it's like so they had Pokemon Bank for the 3DS system, but Pokemon Home is now for like an overall collection of all current games, basically. Ow! So when Scarlet and Violet get connected, you can send Pokemon from Go into Scarlet Violet, or from Arceus into Sword and Shield. It's kind of crazy. And I've heard people say that apparently in the code, I think, for Scarlet and Violet, they have the Hisuian Pokemon that say like Hisuian Zorua and such. They're gonna be in Scarlet and Violet, so that's kind of cool. Oh, more gravel! Gravel from a Graveler? Who would have thunk? No! Don't blow up, Snoozer! That's mean! Faint, you! Drop an item. Yes. Pikachu, you can do this. Yes, Pikachu versus Graveler. Check this out. Let's go quick attack. How sad to fall to a quick attack. I want this Razor Shroom. Is this a Razor Shroom? Sword Cap, that's it. Oh, we got an Alpha. Ay, 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 ay. So, let's get Snoozer healed up. I think he can handle this. If you have a 100 IV, would they also keep that? Mick asks. Now, are you talking about in Pokemon Go if it's 100 IV? Because if so, you've got a 1 in 32 chance, I think, of it being 100 IV. Because, unfortunately, what they do when a Pokemon gets sent from Go into Home, it randomizes the speed stat. Now, of course, in Go, you've got HP, offense, and defense. So the IV for HP converts properly to the main series HP. Your attack stat in Pokemon Go is what is assigned to attack and special attack in the main game, and defense goes for both defense and special defense. Speed, unfortunately, is randomized no matter what. Now, I said what they should have done is averaged out the other 5 stats and used that for the speed stat, but unfortunately, you're not guaranteed to get max speed. So, I guess you have to use hyper training for that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use the dust we picked up. Get Snoozer powered up slightly here. Get him up to level 3 for all of his stats. And we got to wait and get about 20 of the Grit Gravel to be able to power him up even higher. But once you get him up to there with the Grit Gravel, we've got enough of the Pebbles and Rocks to boost him even higher. And you know what? We got enough dust left. We're going to use this on Magikarp right now. HP and defense. Get this one ready for when its Path of Solitude comes along. It's already level 42. Not bad. Alright. Let's do this. Get mad at me, everyone. Ow! Stop it! Stop attacking! Okay, let's see if we can take out these little Graveler first, then go for the Alpha. I'm afraid the Alpha's going to blow up on me, though. Okay, so we know Ice Punch seemed to be a good knockout. Come on, Snoozy. These Alpha Pokemon give you Seeds of Mastery, which I should consider using, maybe. To be honest, because it lets you use your Agile or... There's a Self-Destruct! Use your Agile or Strong Style attacks. Not the Stealth Rocks! Well, that Alpha Gravel is pretty low now thanks to Self-Destructing. So Cricket is hyped for Chessman Community Day tomorrow. It's gonna be storming like crazy, so you might just use an incense. Ah, yeah. Why doesn't Pokemon Go take into account people's weather and stuff? Don't blow up hard like Strong Attack. Snoozer! Well, the Alpha took itself out at least. But yeah, Pokemon Go, Niantic never considers the weather around here. Like, why don't they do that? That's just mean. Of course, they can't prepare for weather everywhere, but that is what some people complain about sometimes. It's a global event, and people will say, you know, we're supposed to have a rainstorm that day. And it's like, you know, you're not the only players in the world, right? Use a bunch of quick attacks on this thing. Mick says there's no problem using an incense, nothing wrong with it. He said you were doing that when you were feeling lazy. I've done that before myself. You know, how will I miss Iron Tail? Pikachu, no, you're gonna get bulldozed. You're gonna get self-destructed, but you got the defense. Look at that, not even in the yellow. Pikachu's a beast. More gravel. Yes. Fighting the evolved Pokemon is... Ooh, Golem. Fighting the evolved Pokemon is the good way to go. Yeah, incense is a thing they put in the game for a reason. You might as well use it. That's what I say. Okay, how much gravel do we have now? Only 9. But we get to fight a Golem. One thing that I don't like about the Alpha Pokemon is, I don't know how often they drop grit items, but they can drop Seeds of Mastery and, say, Rare Candy or Experience Candy. And I kinda, I want to take the Golem out first. Kinda prefer the grit right now. Because I like to level up just off of the training. Exactly, say what they get. Niantic should cater to every individual in the game who plays, right? What is their nerve? Wine, 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 indeed. You want some cheese with that wine? I bought some cheese earlier. I could share that, but I'm not going to because it's the internet. I can't share that. We got a grit pebble? I love it. Okay, these guys are done. I love getting the grits. Whee! In fact, I love hitting the Y button instead of checking my actual map. Okay, this looks like just Sneasel. I wonder if Rotom would be any good. I'm trying to think what can evolve up higher. Well, if we're lucky, we could get some Rhyhorn, maybe Rhyperior, or sorry, Rhydon or Rhyperior to appear from this. So let's head back here. How far are we into the stream? Almost a half hour. I'm going to heal up. Just a little while. There's the cheese. Thank you, Mick. Supporting the crew out right there. Supporting our stream. Throwing some cheese our way. Alright, let's go beat up some Rhyhorn. Could find a shiny, of course. It's always a possibility. Not oh, there is a Rhyhorn over here. Sweet. Get mad at me. I'm right here. No, don't throw at me. Okay, the rainstorm is still going to last a little bit longer. Sweet. Where's the Rhydon? Oh, it's not even in the fight. Okay. Is Bulldoze enough to take these guys down? Indeed. I expect the Rhyhorn's going to take more than that, though. More gravel. Love that. No, high horsepower. This is nice and just relaxing fun. I said it before and I'll say it again. It's because the Nuzlocke rules are done. That's what makes this fun. Ah! Super effective. I still highly recommend Legends Arceus. It is just a cool, unique way to play the game. Like the main series. Oh, I can get some wood here. Tumblestone. Was that an alpha? I thought I said red. I thought I saw red eyes. Woo! Rhyhorn out of nowhere. Let's take the big guy down first. Let's go for... I think this is the most powerful. 85. This is probably better. Fully accurate. It's only 5 power lower. Go! Ooh, still there. You watched the Pokemon Legends Arceus movie on Netflix. There's a movie? I gotta check that. You see Brock as a nurse? Now, is it set in modern time? Because I know in this game, there is a character that looks like Dawn. Her name is Akari, or... Yeah, Akari. Because a lot of the characters in this game look like, you know, characters from Diamond and Pearl. The leader of the Galactic Expedition team, his name is... I forget, but he looks basically like a young Rowan. And there's an ancestor of Cyrus named Silene. Snoozer. Hang in there. So it's kind of cool that they took characters from the modern day and showed what their ancestors were like. Brock is a nurse. Funny, considering how much he likes Nurse Joy. I mean, every girl, but still. Pikachu, get in there. I choose you. The movie is set in modern time. That is interesting. Okay, tell you what. Let's finish you off with a little quick attack. I think that should do. If not, oops. Yeah, the attacks do a lot more damage than you would expect in this game. I will admit that. Depends on the grit distribution, basically. It is in the Sinnoh region. Weird. Does he go girl crazy over himself? That's a legit question. Pikachu, don't miss! I think we get to go twice, though. 90 accurate. Let's do a strong Iron Tail. Just so we do not miss again. Alright, drop a gravel. You dropped nothing. Whoa! Okay, let's, we only get 10 gravel right now. We're still working on that. Snoozer, get back up. He's taking so many of our healing items, but that's alright. We want to make sure our guys are safe and sound. And how much longer this rainstorm's going to go for? I'm trying to think. Should I... Yeah, I might as well. I'll keep going for like as long as the rainstorm goes for. I'll keep fighting whatever. It looks like I could have a good evolution possibility. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So I kind of didn't expect this. I thought only the ones with sparkly icons had secondary waves. Neat. This is new info to me. Okay, we got 4 Alpha Rhyhorn. This is fun. Let's go with Iron Head each of them. Don't know if it'll get a knockout, but it will. Okay. What did you lose? Oh, a Grit Pebble, I think. No! Ah, that's fine. It's too bad you can't downgrade Pebbles into Gravel. Like, Zissou, one of the Security Corps members, or the leader, I think, she will convert your smaller items of Grit up into the bigger ones, but you can't break down a Pebble into the Gravel, unfortunately. That would be helpful. But instead, you gotta keep grinding off these wild Pokemon and get all the Grit you can. Stop Giggle impacting! Man, now what do we do? It's up to Pikachu? Pikachu, I choose you! This is gonna be scary. Because basically, we only have 1 strong Iron Tail left to go. Do a quick, or an agile quick attack on this one. Maybe get a knockout. Possibly. Not quite, but can we get another quick attack off? Yes, we can. Another agile quick attack. We get a second turn. And we're trying a strong Iron Tail. You know what? I shouldn't try strong. I should try a regular Iron Tail on each of these. Excuse me. See how well we can do. Oh, good stuff, Pikachu. All right. Not bad, man. Watch out for the strong high horsepower. No, block it. Ah, Pikachu tried so good. All right, you like ground moves, do you? Try using them on Dorothy. That's what I thought. Shadow Ball, please. Bop. Ooh, it hung in there. Tell you what, let's do a nice light tap of Mystical Fire. Rain reduces it. It's not same type bonus. It's resisted, but it's enough to take it out. We got more gravel. Whoa, we got a shiny. Ah, a shiny Alpha. Hang on, guys, I gotta heal. We found ourselves a shiny. How about that? Okay, let's heal up. Let's calm down a little bit. Pikachu defeated a Rhyhorn in the anime, exactly because he, the metal horn. The anime has different rules, of course. All right, let's engage in battle. You think we can catch it? Yeah, shiny indeed, Sailor Pika. It does exist. I hope these can be transferred into Scarlet and Violet, the Rhyhorn, like when DLC comes out. It's just faint, guys. Shiny hype, says Mick. That's right. Okay, hang in there. We just gotta whittle down the other 2. Ow! So there's only 3 left, which means these are the last Pokemon from this horde. Let's just we'll bulldoze this one. And to save my Pokemon the trouble, once we take these other 2 Rhyhorn down, I'm gonna take this one myself, the shiny one. I'm gonna let Snoozer hold back. Nick says kill it. Sailor Pika says no, don't kill it. Well, you'll see what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's the shiny. let's avoid hitting that one. Come on. Horsepower! This is fate! Come on, bulldoze. Gotta see if my catching skills are still what they should be. It makes sense. I'm joking, don't do it. Okay, so what's neat about this game is even though we're in battle with the shiny, I can choose to run. But it doesn't leave. Okay. I'm gonna pick up my items too. What are you doing? Alright, pelt it. Right in the bum. Okay. Pokeball, go. Got him! Alright, there's our shiny. Are there any other items here? Yes, right here. I think that's all they dropped. So, we got shiny Rhyhorn. I can evolve it right now, too. Shiny Alpha Rhyhorn. Sweet! Yeah, it makes sense. Run away from it, then he lives. True. But now we actually have caught her. Very nice. I think what I'll do is I'll just go, like, right now we're halfway through the stream, so I'll probably just do the rainstorms until half the stream is done, and then we'll go back to town, see if there's any other outbreaks or whatever. That was a cool encounter. Rainstorm is about to clear up anyway. Professor, we have caught one Pokemon. Could you please repeat that? No, they don't despawn in this, Mick. That's the cool thing. Even if I lost all my Pokemon in a fight, I don't get whited out and go back to a camp. I'm still there, and the Pokemon remain, which is really cool about this game. That's what I like. You then have the option to open your menu, heal your team. You can get right back into the fight again. I've said that makes it a little bit too easy. I feel like you should have to revive them while the action's still going on. But, like, maybe if they make a sequel, they could do something like that. But, still, yeah, like, if you leave the fight, the shiny stays there for you to deal with. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's put this away. We'll see what's going on for outbreaks again. I think what I'll do for the future, like, since we're going to be doing Monday to Fridays of these every second week, I'll probably take a look at what, or maybe on Mondays, I'll focus on getting new Pokedex entries and side quests done. Yeah, there's no whiteouts in this either, Mick. Like, okay, I can actually take damage in the game if Pokemon attack me directly, because I'll show you that. Like, aggressive Pokemon will attack me without having my Pokemon out to protect me, and if I take enough damage, I white out from that. What happens there is I drop my satchel. I think it's like 25% of the items I have get left behind, and you just lose them. But I was going to say, yeah, that's all. There's no game over kind of thing, and all your Pokemon are fine after that. Excuse me. Let's put the shiny over here. So, yeah, no whiteouts or anything like that. It's kind of cool. You say that's too easy even for a Pokemon game. Yeah, I admit it's like if there's no real risk of basically getting a game over or like, I don't know how to word it. Oh, but wait, I don't need to word anything. The crops are done. Yes, my harvest is ready. What am I getting? I forget what I planted. Great timing, done gathering the harvest. We didn't grow as much as we hoped, but we'll work hard for a bumper crop next time. So I get 2 bugwort blooms, 2 pep up plants, medicinal leek. Alright, let's do some more. We can plant apricorns, that helps us make Pokeballs. Medicinal, which is what we just got. Vegetables, mushrooms, berries, mint harvest. Let's go with berries. Let's go for, I guess, let's go for the usual one. Special one gives you, I forget, like, this one gives you the things like, I believe, Lepa Berry, Lumberry, citrus berries and such. This one, I think, is more for the stat alters, like, say, Palmeg Berry, making a Pokemon happy with dropping their HP. So, I'm going to go usual. 3,000 for the usual berry harvest. Sailor Peak has been neglecting the harvest. I mean, it's easy to do. They have it tucked so far away from the main part of town. Try to swim? I can't. I can't swim. See? There's no swimming in this game. Now, actually, you can go in water, only to a certain depth, but you do get a Pokemon to ride on in the water, and I can show you that. But first, let's go back to look at our Alpha Lucario. Look at the size of that boy. Look at Ghastly just appearing out of nowhere. Is that a shiny Ghastly? I believe it is. Alright, anyway, let's run over here and see what's going on as far as any outbreaks. So as I said, Mondays will be initially checking our side quests and filling the Pokedex, but the rest of the days, as long as there's mass outbreaks happening, we will go to those. If there's not, then we'll do more missions and Pokedex filling at that point. Okay, so for right now, we're going to head to the Alabaster Icelands. Try and get some more of our grit gravel as well. So this stream might extend a little bit because, of course, I'm only starting on this. Isn't that the new fish Pokemon? Yes, it's called Basculegion. And I'll show you that. I'll go into the water in just a moment. 5 Agua Berries. Yes, let's see what we have happening here in the Icelands. We've got a sparkly Lickitung over here. Any other sparkly stuffs? No, but we do have Kirlia. That will give us some berries, and plus that's an evolved Pokemon. Also, there's some Dusclops here we can go for. So we got some options. Let's pin you, and then we'll head over to, I think, the Pearl Settlement. We're going to head down towards the water anyway, so I'll show you what that's all about. It's, yeah, the new Pokemon is an evolution to Basculin, and they're only, like, in this game, the only Basculin you find are white-striped. You guys are at Outbreak? Cool. Yeah, there's a Drifloon. That's nice. We'll deal with you later. But yeah, White Stripe Basculin. They evolve into Basculegion, and I forget what the requirements are for that. But let's show you this. Can I go in the water? I can, but I'll start to drown after a while. See, right there. It just puts me back on the shore. However, if you jump into the water... Oh, and I have the hurt border right there. You can see it's all like dark and spooky. But you stay still away from battle, it fades away. Go in, hit A, and I've got my Basculegion. Look at this thing. What's really cool with this, too, is after you, like, do, maybe even just one jump, but I like to do a double jump. 1, 2, and hit A, right into the Braviary. They make it so smooth to, like, do all of your moves, basically. Okay, so we're coming up on Lickitung, which means I should prepare Snoozer's moveset. Something good against normal types. What do we want to give you? Oops, give you today, Snoozy. Rock Smash. Sure. Anything else fighting? No, but we could go for... I mean, we're going to heal eventually anyway. Let's go for Double Edge. What's got good power? 120 for Giga Impact, but that does slow us down. I think these are listed in order of power, too. Oh, maybe not. Outrage, 85 accurate. I could try Rock Slide over Ice Punch. Well, you know what? They're the same. Let's just... Okay, we'll keep what we got here. Adding Rock Smash and Double Edge. Let's beat up some of these Lickitung. Could we get another shiny in today's stream? That's a valid question. Let's find out. Okay, here we are. And these guys aren't aggressive, so they only fight one at a time. You can't really lure them all in to fight at once. Look at how my suit is all covered in, like, snowflakes and stuff. No! Does that have butt? How do you get to go twice, you cheater? I need more speed on Snoozer. Oh, let's go with... Ice Punch you. Good thing with the snow, too, is the Ice Punch could have a better chance of causing Frostbite, which is, I think I've said before, it's kind of like a burn in a way, but I think it lowers the special offense and still causes damage every turn. Give me some more Gravels. Gimme. Does Dazzling have a switch? Because he said he liked the shiny Sableye. I'm not sure. Actually, yes, he does. He played one of our multiplayer sessions, so he does have a switch. So he may be interested in getting that Sableye. Are you interested in that Sableye, Mick? I don't know. I haven't checked the Discord while we've been playing this. But we'll see what happens tomorrow, starting, actually 12 hours, well, less than 12 hours from now. And I'm going to introduce that new thing where it's like, every hour, I'm going to check and see if anyone's bid. And if ever a point comes where someone has, like, say if I check at 3 o'clock, if someone had placed a high bid at 1:50, so before 2 o'clock, and no one has bid for the following hour, then the person who had the highest bid will win the auction. I'm going to make that more of an intense, like, oh, I got to make sure to check it every once in a while. Yeah, Dazzling has joined us for a couple of live sessions now that I remember it. As Sailor Pika has also confirmed. Level 45 for a little Magikarp. We'll get you to that path of victory soon. I just want 7 more Gravels. Bring in the Licky Lickies. I want the extra bonuses, the rewards. Okay, Rock Smash. What I find weird too is when you see a Licky Licky, its natural, like, idle pose, its tongue looks smaller. Actually, no, I think its mouth is closed. And then when it sticks its tongue out, it looks smaller than Lickitungs. Why is that? It's so weird. Nick says you're interested in helping him get one, because you already have the bag on waiting for you. Gravel. Grit Gravel. I love it. Just need 6 more of those guys. This is fun. This is fun. I like this. Oh, defense down. No Giggle Impact for you. Get it out of here. I gotta be careful, though. Normally, there's an Alpha Gardevoir around here. I don't know if it's still lurking or not. But I don't think it is. I believe it basically, like, whatever's in the area naturally gets overridden by the outbreaks. But I could be mistaken on that. I'm not sure. So I think the new rules we put in for the shiny auction, though, are making it better, I guess. Like, so as Mick suggested, once we hit a certain threshold, increments have to be or new bids have to be at certain increments. And I think like 10% of what the current bid is makes sense. So once we hit 1,000, you know, you got to bid at least 100. And the idea of having like a time limit on when a new bid can come in, that makes it more exciting. I think, anyway, what do you guys think? So if he really wants it and bids for it, you'll help him with your lab loot. Say, you'll give 100,000 lab loot to Dazzling so he can use it for the bidding. Okay. So yeah, just as the day goes, we'll see how everybody's lab loot is sitting there. And if he doesn't have enough, like if someone outbids him beyond what he has, you could donate some to help him, I guess. I'm not opposed to that. People helping each other out. Where did I get this? Must have been from fighting that Alpha Graveler. As long as other people don't get upset. I mean, if they do, I guess, you know, what's the worst that can happen? Essentially, it's like, as if like a real auction, you're just handing money to your friend, and then they're using that to bid. So, I don't think there's anything against that. Now, you gotta remember, if you do that, then Dazzling Shell owes you big time, right? Like you were saying, so when do I start calling in all my debts? And it's like, well, when you gave the lab loot, you didn't really set that up as a loan thing. But if that is something that you want to do, you can start planning for that ahead of time. Alright, this should be the last one. And then we'll see what the next horde is going to be, the next wave. So I think it says the auction's probably going to end quickly. You probably won't have a chance to bid since it starts so early. That's, I know, with it being like a global kind of thing, that is hard to make it, like for Mick, for example, Mick has said that the auction ends past midnight, I think, or at least close to midnight for you, right? Licky Lickies! Let's beat them up. I guess they do have their tongue sticking out. The best I can say is, maybe what I'll do, since we have to consider globally, what if I say it's every 2 hours? If there's no new bid within a 2-hour period, then the previous bidder will win it. Do you guys think that sounds more fair? Let me know in the comments down below. You don't need to claim any debts from any of your clients yet. You didn't say clients, but I'll throw it in as it's like a business transaction. Come on, give me some gravels. defenses are down. And so are you, Licky. Oh, critical hit. Gravel. That's a ball of mud. This guy gave me a ball of mud and calls it a prize. You say... He's a wait, it starts early? Well, Sailor Pika's on a completely other time zone. You know, we all are in different time zones. And for you, it ends at 2 a.m. Okay. So I guess if you guys are really, really focused on getting any particular shiny, one of you has to get up early. Like, just even set an alarm. Wake up, put your bid in, go back to bed for like 2 hours, and then come back and see if you've been outbid. But Mick has to stay up late. Frostbite! There we go. But yeah, I think we'll do that then. I'll say every 2 hours I'll check and see if there's been a bid within that past time period. And as long as there has been. And the other thing is, too, even though, as Sailor Pika says, it starts early for her and it ends late for Mick, there's other people that could be bidding, too, and they could be more in between both of your time zones. So there could be potential for the bidding to go on all day, every couple hours or something like that. So again, we'll try this as a test. If this doesn't work out well, if the time limit thing doesn't work well, then we can just go back on that and say it was an idea, but what the heck? The controller fell asleep, I think. Yeah, if this time limit thing doesn't work, then we can just go back and take that off. But I'd like to at least test it for this one weekend here, just to see how it goes. I mean, we're not going to run out of shinies anytime soon. You've seen my shiny luck. I got such good shiny luck, I can just knock out Sudowoodo as much as I feel like. And I don't know if Soul Plays watched the video. Because when I posted that, of course I included the part where it knocked itself out due to Double Edge. And I said, hey guys, I found another shiny. I didn't say I caught it. And Soul Plays was like, you have all the shiny luck. I wanted to say, did you watch the video? I mean, he's not wrong that, you know, I did, you know, my shiny luck is good enough that I found another one. Doesn't mean I caught it. Thing KOs itself. And I love the way the music synced up properly. What is it? The fire in you never die. Dead. Didn't even finish the word. Nick doesn't have a problem with it, because you can stay up until 2 a.m. Cool. That is, I know it's kind of rough, though, because it's like... Well, I guess that's a good thing, which are only a weekly event. Sailor Pika wishes that you had my shiny luck. I mean, why? I'm not finding any shinies from this here. This is a waste of time, this is. I'm not finding any shinies. I mean, okay, I got a shiny Rhyhorn, but who cares? I do. So I noticed also, just something off the top of my head that I was looking at Pokemon Home, and it says that they can have held items, or it shows what their held item is. I'm not quite sure how you get a held item onto a Pokemon in Home, because as far as I've known, you transfer Pokemon from, say, Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home, and in Bank they couldn't have held items. Also, Pokemon Go, no held items. In this game, there's no held items. I guess you could give a Pokemon a held item in Sword and Shield, and that could go with them into Pokemon Home. And if you do that, I wonder if they would have it, or if you would get the item, say, in this game, like if you gave them a Pokeball, if they would carry it forward. Don't know. You say you already forgot, or I did? No, I knew. I was just messing. I was seeing if you guys remembered. I hit the button, dude. I stopped to scratch my neck, and the game's not even playing for me. Come on, man. Ow! I was in headbutt. But I mean, yeah, the shinies are so common in this game. You know, it's just they fly out of your head so quick. Bam. But I definitely want to try to get more shiny alphas, because once they're in once they're in Scarlet and Violet, they're apparently supposed to have a special mark that marks them as being an alpha, or having been an alpha. So I think that's kind of a cool thing, and to make them even more rare, more collectible. So where are we heading off to next? I kind of want to go for the Curlia. What do you guys think? We'll get some berries for it. And we could find some Gardevoir. Gallade could show up too. Who knows? Many things are possible. Wait, you guys run away, don't you? Whoa! Oh yeah, they run. Well, I'm just gonna chase them away, see if we can get anything bigger to show up. Get out of here! Attacking me. Run! I know I'm not getting any berries for them, or from them, but I don't care. We got plenty of berries as it is. Run, get out of here. Bring in a second horde of, like, the evolved ones. Those I'll take on. Run! No, run! This is a game of tag, basically. Oh, you get tired out from attacking me? Oh, that's so sad. That's such a shame. Also, just so everybody knows, too... Oh, they're gone. Alright. Once we're done this, as me and Sailor Pika were doing earlier, we're going to do some more of those Dragapult raids. As long as it's not stupid darn poison type. That was messed up. Actually, I'm going to go here to heal, so I can get Snoozer some more things to fight ghost types. Yeah, it's just pure ghost. So we're going to look at... we got Bite and Crunch for sure. What else would be good against the ghosties? Bite, Crunch... We don't have any dark moves, I don't think. But anything normal is not going to help us. So let's go with high horsepower. And I think Iron Head's good. Okay, we'll heal up, get all of these attacks here. It's almost 3 a.m. right now for you? Man, go to sleep. This is not worth staying up so late, unless you're used to it. Was the raid that hard? Well, it's really weird. The first one was. I don't know why, but the second one, where it was bug type, it was like... No, I had something super effective on poison. I used my new Ting Lu, I think it is, the ground legendary. So I used that, using Stomping Tantrum, which is a ground move, and we didn't really do a lot of damage. But then the second Dragapult we fought was bug type, and Chi-Yu, sorry. I can't say the name right. With the Lava Plume, we destroyed that thing. And Sailor Pika, you brought in Skeledirge, right? So we actually did really awesome on that. But there's still more Dragapult to fight as well. And I'm going to probably eat some sandwiches, some meals, before fighting the next one so I can gain extra bonuses. Look at that. Oh, there's Dust Noir here, too. Look at this craziness. Look at all this crazy. There's too many. Let's do it. Luckily, their ghost moves will not touch us. Alright, we're going to see if we can find a shiny from these guys, too. Yeah, let's take the two Dusclops out first. Assuming we can do enough damage, which it seems like we can. Leech Life? That's a bug-type move. How dare you? Psychic? That's a Psychic-type move. How dare you? Oh, my defense! It is interesting, though, in this game, you can only have a defense drop. Like, your defense and attack can only drop or raise by 1 level. I think. Anyway. As far as I remember. And then it wears off after a while, too. Because the problem is I'm starting to get used to the late nights. You still got to get yourself the job to get some more Switch stuff, right? I mean, there are night jobs, of course. I don't know how, like, what the options are where you are at, but there's potential for all sorts of different employment. So if you are kind of fixed on a late morning, late evening kind of a schedule. I just thought I heard something shaking in my room. That was weird. That wasn't me. No, shinies, get out of here. But yeah, whatever your sleeping schedule is, there's probably some ways you can make good use of it. One of the things I find, if you need to get into a regular sleep schedule, it's hard, but try to keep yourself awake all day the next day. And how much does a bite do? And you can kind of try to reset your clock by just being super tired and then falling asleep the next night, sleeping straight through all evening. But then you might miss the shiny auctions. I guess bite's not bad on these guys. Where are we at time-wise? I'll probably do one more outbreak here, and then we'll call it good for the day. And I think there's only one more really to do with more Dusclops. I'm trying to think. I don't remember if I have shiny Dusclops or anything in this yet. Or, you know, one of the family members. Ooh, that one survived a bite. Ah! Dark Pulse, no. Not another Dark Pulse, no. And my defense is down. It's messed up. A night job when you're still in school is not a good option. I don't know. I mean, just think of all the extra cash you could have in addition to being run ragged with schoolwork, right? Just think of that. No, you're right. If you're prioritize the school, make sure you get all of your educationals and stuff. More gravel. How you doing, Snooze? You might want a potion. Now, I didn't really highlight this, but I just want to point out, for everyone who's played through Pokemon Red and Blue, I guess also Yellow, you know when you leave Lavender Town and you go south on the docks, and you eventually get to the spot where there's a sleeping Snorlax you can't get past? That's Snoozer. That's where I got him from. So that's how far back he goes. Pikachu, for example, I caught him in the Viridian Forest. That's how far back he goes. It was actually my second time traveling through the forest. Let's go after these guys next. And I kind of want to highlight more of their history as we go through this. Dorothy, well, I guess what I'll do, I'll give them more highlights and talk up their past, their histories, as we get to using them as our main battler. But yeah, Snoozer's been through all sorts of different regions and stuff. And where are you going? Did you see me? Where are you going? All right, I guess he's just bailing. I was trying to get him to... Look, he left! He ran out of here! Yeah, that sleepy guy was Snoozer, indeed. That's where I picked him up at. So just think of all the history he's been through, because he's gone through the Johto region, the Hoenn region, Sinnoh. What else? He's actually been through the GameCube games too, so the Ore region of Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. He even had some battles in Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii. Like I've cared for these Pokemon for quite a long time, and that's part of why it bothered me so much when initially the whole National Dex thing came up with Sword and Shield. So I'm like, with all the regions my guys have been through, they're not going to be able to make it to the Galar region? Or at least not all of them? That hurt. Because they've been loyal squad members of mine, right? Ooh, more dust. Ow! Snoozer, hang in there! But yeah, some of my guys have come quite a long way. Bite should take you out now at that HP. Yeah, Pikachu from all the way back in Viridian Forest. I remember I first played through Pokemon Blue, and the only thing we picked up in the forest initially was Caterpie, Critter, my Butterfree, as you'll see at some point in Shield, I believe. What did we just get? Reaper Claw? The Blizzard's gonna clear up? No! We're not gonna get a shiny. Ow! I wasn't ready for that. Get in there, Snoozer. But, second time we went through, because of course you eventually go through Diglett's Cave, you come back out near Viridian City, and the second time I went through the forest. Now this is when I had a team of 5. I had my Squirtle, Raticate, or no, I think it was Rattata back then. Either way, I had Shelbert, Squeak, Chirp, Critter, and Rocky, my Sandshrew, and I thought, before I go any further, my 6th team member, I want to be a Pikachu, just because it was the Pokemon, right? The mascot. So I was like, I want to get one. So I spent an entire hour trying to find a Pikachu. And our team was such a high level, we couldn't really do any damage to it without risking knocking it out. So I remember the battle vividly. My Squirtle was in the lead. And so we found Pikachu after an hour of searching, because that's how rare they were. And I thought, okay, let me go into my Butterfree, because he has Sleep Powder. So I switched into Butterfree, Critter, and Pikachu then Thunder Shocked, decent damage. And I thought, before I try anything, let me throw a Pokeball. That first Pokeball caught him. Didn't even need to do any damage to him at all. I was like, oh, what a lucky catch! I love having those memories and being able to, like, take them even further into the regions and build more memories with them. Like, my Charizard Blaze, he has a move Mud Slap from the Soul Silver days. We picked that up from the Battle Frontier in Soul Silver, and to get the final points we needed for him to learn that move, we had to defeat, in a single battle, wait, the snow is still going though, so we still got some time. Charizard Blaze had to defeat a Rhyperior by himself. And that was quite a crazy fight. Yes, well, the reason I clearly remember that is because I used to write stories about my adventures back then, and that was a whole story. Like, in the story, all my Pokemon were holding Pokeballs, and they were trying to help me catch Pikachu. Kind of like a clumsy Three Stooges kind of thing going on. Yeah, I think we're good here. Time's about up anyways. Let's head back here and head back to the town, see if we can do any grit power-upping. Don't forget to save 3 times after catching that Pikachu. Yeah, it was pretty tough to find him, but an easy catch when I finally did get him. Alright, back to Jubilife Village. And as soon as Snoozer's done, we'll talk about Dorothy's history in my adventure. She's a new recruit, newer. She's from the Alola region. But how's our grit? Well, tell you what. I'm going to run over to Zisuit and convert 10 of my grit dust into gravel. Yeah, I can tell stories. I can do that. Dorothy is an interesting one. She wasn't initially part of my planned team, but she somehow, I warmed up to her so much that I was like, I've got to make you part of my team. Alright, let's exchange items. I want some grit gravel. We can do 1 for 10 sacks of dust, but we can do more. 30 sacks of dust for 3 gravel, but I'm just going to get the 1. That's all I really need right now. Because as you'll see, I'm going to get Snoozer fully powered up. Get his HP. Look at this, going up by like 5, 6. His HP is just maxing out here. I won't do his, you know what? You guys mind if I go a little bit longer? Oops, I missed one. I can finish off his Path of Solitude and then get his photo, and then I can clear him out for another Pokemon next week, or 2 weeks from now. I might as well do that. Hopefully you don't mind a little bit longer, but if you do, if like for example, if Mick, if you need to go get some sleep, of course you can come back watch the stream afterwards too. And in the event that if your membership runs out or whatever, every time we do these live streams for members, the next week they will be public for everybody. But it's just, as members, you guys get early access and live access to these. Let's get him powered. I can go longer. Sailor Pika says keep going. Alright, will do. It's not too much longer anyway. It's just a matter of Snoozer beating one Pokemon, and then we take a photo. And I think he'll be all done in this region. So, now let's go with the Grit Rocks. He's getting all maxed up to 10. 586 HP. Would you look at that? It's not bad at all. Alright. So now we gotta see. We gotta put away everyone but Snoozer. So select Pokemon from Ingo. There's our shiny. Which I do hope Rhyhorn can go into Scarlet and Violet, because then we can bring it in. When does your membership end, asks Mick. I think it's... Oh, it's 11th of January. Okay. That's 5 days away. Okay, let's try Path of Solitude. We don't know what we have to fight until we get into the fight first. So, if I lose the first fight, I don't care. It's fine. Yeah, it is kind of soon, isn't it? Alright, Snoozer's Path of Solitude. Who do we got to beat up? Oh, just a Machamp. Okay. Sounds good. Let's see what we can do. I'm assuming Machamp is quicker. Wait, maybe not. Nothing gives us an extra turn just yet, so let's go. I don't even think there is flinching, is there? No, because we don't attack on the same turn, right? Let's go with high horsepower, I guess. Ooh. That's not a lot. Mac Punch. Oh, that's going to give him more speed, more turns. Rock Smush. Huh. Okay, we actually can get a second turn with Bite. Let's do a little bit of damage with Bite. It's resisted, of course. This is a slugfest. Can we get any extra turns again? No extra Bite. Let's go standard high horsepower then. I think a strong one takes it out. Well, with that bulk up, I don't know. No! Ugh, Snoozer hanging there. Can't get extra turns either. Well, if I do strong horsepower now, Machamp goes twice. Let me do a regular. That way it only gets to hit us one time. Yeah, strong probably wouldn't have done it. Oh, my defense is back up, though. Still no extra moves, but if we can land strong high horsepower, it is fully accurate now in strong style. Come on, Snoozer. Yeah! He did it! So you have enough money for the Switch, but not the game. But if you do the upcoming week of tests, then you'll get it from your parents, if you do good. I do wish you the best. I do hope, so you've been talking about that for quite a while. I hope you get what you're striving towards. And I wish you best of luck on your tests as well. Alright, Snoozer has completed his test right here. So we'll get a mark on the Snorlax page in the Pokédex. And we get some candies. So let's go and take a photo with our good buddy Snoozer. I realized during the fight, if we lost, I could go back and have him learn Zen Headbutt, which would have done a lot more damage, but he didn't need that. He didn't need super effective. He had everything he needed right from the get-go. Good job. Let's get a photo, buddy. I don't know if the ribbon for the photo gets shown in Pokemon Home, but if it does, I'll post that. I'll have to check it on the... what the heck? I'll have to check it on the app on the phone. Isn't this a fine building? The construction corps sure worked hard to get the ceiling this high. Doesn't hearing that make you want to take a commemorative photo with me? Who are you? Let's do it! I don't know who you are! Okay, she looks happy. I'll smile. I'll be surprised. Who is this? Sailor Pika also wishing you the best of luck, and we both hope that you get it, because it'll be fun to have you join us in the games, too. No pressure, you know, just do what you can. But I'm sure, like, we would all be happy to welcome you in with our gaming sessions. I'm kind of troubled. I don't know who this is. How about I'm vacant? Look at my face. Nah, let's be nice. Okay, let's go with, smiling. I don't know about delighted, because I really don't know who this is, but I'll smile. A random person says, do you want a photo with me? No, I'm pretty sure I've met her. I just don't remember where from. Oh, she's part of our Galaxy team. She has the logo. Okay, change my pose. So she got her arms in front. I could have my arms in back. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's go with that. Start shooting. Okay, press the capture button. Don't blink. Wait for me to blink. There we go. Alright. Yes, whoever that was. Now she should have a mark for, or a ribbon for that. Hello, sir. What would you like to do? Prepare a Pokemon. Snoozer, please. Alright, we'll have you stand right to the next one. It will look lovely. So let's check what screens we can do. Should I try to color match them, or... I did that with Pikachu. Yellow background for Pikachu, because we could go with blue. See what that looks like. But I'm also thinking with the color wheel... I mean, this is going to come out as like almost a monochromatic sepia tone anyways. But I could go color wheel contrasting colors and go for, say, an orange. Let's see what the orange would look like if there is an orange. Yeah. That almost has a feel of like sunrise, doesn't it? Let me see what purple looks like, actually, because that could look like sundown. Well, while we're here, let's look at the Galaxy Team logo as well. Other than the logo, that's kind of too bland, the color. Let me see if there's a purple. And I'm not saying that just because I like purple. I just want to see if it looks like a sunset. Not really. I think the orange is better here. So we'll go with that. Sailor Pika likes the orange as well, too. Alright. Now, let's see about the filter. Did Snorlax 1, 2, or 3, 2, 1 get the shiny? Not yet. I have not been able to sync up with them yet. So it's still being held in my shiny box. Oh, there's a sunset filter. Look at this. We can't see it yet, but we'll see it when we take a picture. Okay, let's take photos. Now, I have an idea of what I want to do. So, Snoozer. Okay, here's your look fierce. He's as fierce as he can get right there. Look happy. Super happy. Now, this one I feel like I'm going to go with. Go to sleep. Well, maybe not. Act dizzy. Has to get back up to do that. Ooh. It's like he's hula hooping, but he doesn't know how. And pretend to faint. I think this is the one I'm going to go with, because, yeah, he sits down like that. Okay, now for me, I want to go with next. One of the sitting ones. How about sitting confidently? There we go. Okay, back. I'm going to change my expression. Maybe I should do thinking. So, like, we're both sleeping. Yeah, there we go. Like, we're both having a snooze. I start shooting. Press the capture button to take a photo. I want to see when he's, like, slumped right down. Okay, ready? Ready? I think that's good enough. I'm going to try one more just in case. There we go. How's that photo? Yeah, we're good now. Thank you. Alright, I guess that's going to be it for today. I'm just going to go save it up by the pastures. Snorlax needs to look like if he sleeps, because that's how you caught him. Right. Well, back in the Gen 1, he had a really weird pose. Like he was kind of laying on his side, one foot's in the air, and you can see his face. But in more modern games, like there was an actual image online. It shows the evolution of Snorlax, and it shows in 1996 he was like, you know, laying down, and as the games progress, there's one where he's kind of like leaning forward, and then one he's like sitting up, and then finally there's one where he's standing. They're like, it took Snorlax 25 years to get up from his laying position to actually standing. Get out of here, Snoozer. Really? I've never let him out of the Pokeball and found him sleeping like this, just so you know. He's usually standing when I do this. Anyway, if that's not a good spot to end off on, I don't know what is. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Right now, of course, Sailor Pika and Mick in the live stream, but if you're watching this after the live stream, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, of course, feel free to hit the like button down below. If you want to see some more episodes of our Pokemon... What is that? Oh, it's a Goomy and a Voltorb behind it. If you want to see, of course, other episodes, check the link in the description or during the outro to the full Pokemon Legends Arceus playlist. You can also join as a channel member and subscribe, subscribe or join. Join and get you access to these live streams as they occur. You can also, either way, hit that bell button for notifications when the new videos and streams are coming your way. And that's going to be it for today. So thank you, folks, for watching. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and as always, I'll catch you next time. What the? My outro's not working. Hold on. What the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on here? Why do you not play? Oh, now it says you're playing. But are you actually? I don't see you. There it is. What happened? Let me try that again.